Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much everyone for coming back to my channel. It is Friday, January 20th, 2023. I had to come here and speak about this because this is very crazy. Okay, so if you guys don't know about the SNAP program, okay, I'm reading, that's why I'm looking down. So it's called the SNAP benefit program, which is it's called SNAP. It's the food and nutrition program that is assistance, right, that is given to people of low income, and usually known as food stamps. Okay, so a lot of people are relying on that, especially these times, right? Especially these times when you can't even buy eggs right now. I just came from grocery shopping. It is insane how the prices are going higher. Every single day the prices are going higher. And you know, one thing I noticed too, they're making the packages smaller and the prices higher. It's like setting people up for failure. It's so crazy. I don't know how long this is gonna last. I think we've been talking about food prices like way before Christmas, and it's almost the end of January, believe it or not. Can you believe today's already the 20th? In 11 days, you know, it's gonna be a brand new month. And here, the once the year begins, it just starts rolling, right? The reason that I'm making this video is this: there is a new proposal, right, that is going to affect people who rely on food stamps to get their groceries. And this is very shocking because welcome to the land of the free, right? But they're going to tell you what you are allowed to buy and what you cannot buy. And this is very crazy. I can't believe that even if it's just a proposal, to be honest, I can't believe that people have that kind of mindset, because this is not a government, like it's not a, I'm trying to pick the right word to say it, but it's almost like a, I can't even pronounce it, but we don't live in a place, is this country is the land of the free. We don't need to have our government telling us what we're allowed to buy with the assistance that they give us. Okay, can you imagine how crazy that is? Everybody has a different like type of diet, things that they can or cannot eat. People are allergic to certain things. And this is the proposal. Let me read it to you. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Because when I read this, this news has been trending all day on Twitter, right? The minute it came out. So let me read to you guys this article. It says, the group of Iowa Republicans is pushing a legislation that will limit what the state low-income residents are allowed to buy with their Supplementary Nutrition Assistance Program called SNAP, okay, also known as food stamps, like I said earlier. If it becomes a law, right, it will reduce the breadth of what is eligible to purchase under SNAP benefits, right? In the past, I know you're not allowed, I believe you're not allowed to buy like detergent and things like that. I don't know if that changed now. I think everywhere you go now, like even Costco, you see that they take the SNAP benefits, because during the beginning of March of 2020, a lot of people, because everybody lost their job, had to apply for it, right? They had to rely on it. So, you know, it was like the way that people were accepting it to take snaps in places that perhaps they weren't allowed to before. They made it even wide, the acceptance, to a lot of other supermarkets and places like Costco and things like that, because the majority of people were relying on that just to buy food, right? So here's the thing. I understand that not only did they reduce the amount they're giving out, right? In times like this, when $100 is not even sufficient for like a full week if you're a family of two, let's just say, right? Imagine that being reduced, right? Imagine now being told what you're allowed to buy. Like, what is happening to this country, to be honest? Like, are you kidding me? And the fact that this is being thrown out there in the table, I understand it's only a proposal, but the fact that this is being thrown out there on a table, and we understand there's always going to be people that are going to be like, well, yeah, you know, you got to keep healthy, and if they don't want to be told what to buy, they should get a job. Let me tell you, it doesn't work like that. You know, you have to be so careful. And I'm saying this because you hear people say it, right? People would never understand somebody's situation until they're living on their own, okay? And look at where we are now. Look how many layoffs are happening in tech company. You have this young people moving to New York City, let's just say, renting this huge amount of apartments, for like $4,000. And now all these tech companies, which people would think tech is the thing right now, right? Everybody's on social media, everybody's doing digital stuff. Yet they're still laying off. Amazon is laying off, Microsoft is laying off. And all those people, you hear sort of people applying for jobs, right? And people will say, like, I sent 100 applications and I hear from no one. And then people, yeah, eventually will end up getting government assistance even to buy food. But people are so quick to speak about something when they're not in that situation, and that's when the comments like, well, if they don't want to be told what to buy, they should just get a job. It's not as easy as it sounds, okay? Nobody wants to be told what to get, what to buy or what to imagine that, right? Especially adults, right? So it is crazy. Let me continue to read this article. So the food stamp, the proposal is this, right? The restrictions, okay, will include bans on white grains like bread, okay? So if you are on food stamps and this law passes through, you will not be able to buy white grains, right? Imagine yourself being in a supermarket, right? You get like $100 allowance for food stamp a month, and the white bread is cheaper, right? Because everything, we all know, this is no news to nobody. Everything that's healthy, okay, or considered healthy for physical health, right? It's always more expensive, right? So you tend to buy things, that you cannot afford, especially these times, right? You can be on this be healthy diet if you cannot afford groceries, right? That's just reality. It doesn't mean that you're gonna be on that forever, right? So you're gonna go pay with your food stamp card, whatever, right? And they're gonna say, you have to buy the other bread because you don't qualify. You're not allowed to purchase this. This is insane, okay? This is crazy. If we allow this to pass through, if this ever passes through, okay, we're in big trouble, okay? Because it begins with something, right? It began with the thing in the arm, right? You're not allowed to come. It began with the thing in the face. You're not allowed to buy. You're not allowed to do this and the other, right? And now they're going to tell you what you're able to buy, to eat. Okay, so then the other stuff is, so you won't be able to buy white bread, right? Pasta, rice, and beans or cereals. You won't be able to buy white bread, pasta, rice, beans, or cereals. Basically, no carbs, right? So, what is this? Like, are you kidding me? I'm shocked that some people in government officials think this is the right way to go. What are we gonna do now? Concentration camps now? What are we heading to? What is happening to this country, right? So they're gonna ban white bread, pasta, rice, and starches like beans or cereal. Okay, so that's the proposal, okay? And they're also going to ban cheese. Certain cheeses will also be banned with restriction on crumble or sliced cheese. So, they need to, supermarkets now, like I told you guys, I was just grocery shopping. I did the self-checkout because they had like one cashier with the handicap logo in. So I'm like, I'm not going to go there and take somebody's spot. So they have like 10 registers, all empty, but they're self-checkout, right? Because now we're working in every supermarket we go to. Every store we go to, we become automatically an employee, right? You scan your own price yourself. If you need a price, they have price scanners. If you need to check out, you check out yourself, and it's just crazy. And imagine, like, they're gonna tell now supermarkets, or you're just gonna be there. You're gonna make your line, right? You're gonna make your line, and you're gonna be scanning through, rejected. Or after you scan everything, you put your card, the machine is gonna say to you, remove these 10 items because you're not allowed to buy it under SNAP benefits. because I guarantee you, the way this has been for a couple of years now, maybe more than a couple of years, there's not going to be a supermarket that's going to have cashiers to be checking out what people are buying, okay? And people are going to forget. A lot of people that have SNAP, they're elderly, right? They rely on food stamps because what they get from Social Security or retirement, they're using it to buy medicine, right? So they're going to rely on food stamps to buy their food. Okay, so they're not gonna be like, oh, is this bread? Am I allowed to buy this bread? Or am I allowed to buy the other bread? This cheese or the other cheese? Like, are you kidding me? I can't believe that this mentality is reaching the government. Okay, because one thing is to reach it. Like, people always want to be in control, right? They always want to control the people, but to try to send it out there like as a proposal to perhaps making it into a law is even crazier. And I don't care. People be like, well, in such and such country they do the same. And so that's not the point. This is America. This is why people come here. This is the land of the free, right? We have the option to live free now under the dictatorship of a government that's telling you what you're allowed to buy or what you cannot buy. Okay, there are also weak benefits, right? Weak benefits are the benefits that they give to the women who are having a child, I believe, or just had a child. They're gonna limit canned goods like tuna or salmon, so no more buying tuna anymore. Okay, they people are having an outrage. I told you guys this has been trending on Twitter like crazy, saying this is dehumanizing. Okay, it's almost like when they're telling you what to buy, like it's almost like we're in jail. In jail, they're telling you this is the menu, and that's it. Like you don't just pick and choose, and that makes sense in jail when people are in jail because they're there for a reason. They committed a crime, right? But the land of the free, now you're being told what you're allowed to buy. And it's so crazy, right? Because I remember years ago, we'll say years ago, I mean 2021 was already 2 years ago. It's so crazy. But I remember one time when the former president said that they were planning of giving out vegetables for people who have like food stamp, almost like they were creating this type of idea of a bats full of grains and like healthy stuff like vegetables and things like that. People were like, he's crazy, can you believe it, and this and the other. But now it seems as though like everything that people were saying, he's horrible for, is becoming to pass now under a new president. And it's like, are you kidding me? Like, what is going on, right? And like I said about this thing, right? It's almost like we're gonna give you the help that you need for food, but these are the things that you're allowed to buy. And they're gonna have just one register to check out people that have the food stamps, to also dehumanize them, making them ashamed. It's not good. It's not looking good. I can't believe that this type of mentality, like I said, is making rounds into people that can probably throw this out there and probably pass it into a law, right? So we need to pay attention to things that are happening. Do not get distracted. I know I come here and tell you guys, it's a lot of news happening, right? So it's kind of like you have to pick and choose what you're going to talk about. But things like this that are going to manage our freedom, take away a lot of our freedom, this is a problem. It's a big one, and we need to pay attention, okay? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have a good night, everybody. God bless.